today. Again, first of all, before anyone is going to say anything, this is an absolute beginner's tutorial. So if you're not a beginner and you don't like this project, please don't be rude or something. I know these are absolute beginners projects. These are meant for absolute beginners. These are a variation on the earrings I made last time. And I'm going to show you that example. Last time we made these earrings, and these were with the 6mm and the 4mm. They are extremely simple, but they are very cute and elegant to wear, and I think these are very cute for any moments of the day or any party you have. Just very cute, also very cute for a gift. But I wanted to show you a little variation on that. I'm just going to say that the pattern is just the same. The only thing that is different, that is the size of the beads and the seed beads that you have to pick up on these. So because I didn't just wanted to tell you the last time how to do this, because if you're an absolute beginner, I always think that you should see how somebody does something. So because of that, I wanted to show you how I pick up the seed beads, because it's just a little different, and how you can make this variation. To show you these beads, these are 8mm beads, these are 6mm beads, and these are 4mm beads. The beads that are on top are 3mm. And this one is just the same, only a slight difference. These are 8mm beads, then 2 times 6mm beads, and I used 4mm beads on the top. Just to show you that if you, the smallest bead you use, so the smallest for the base, so this one is 4mm. 4mm beads means that you have to do 3mm beads on top. If you have 6mm beads as your smallest beads on the base, you can do 4mm beads on top. So that's just what you like. So if you have a very small bead on the top, you have to have smaller beads on the top of the base. But if you have larger beads, you can use a slightly larger beads. It's just what you like. Today I'm going to show you this variation, because if you can do this one, you can also do this one. But I choose to do this one because this has all the different picking ups of the seed beads. So I thought this one would be the most clear if you also wanted to make other variations. So the materials you're going to need. You're going to need a pair of scissors, a pair of pliers to open your ear hooks, so you need a pair of ear hooks. You're going to need 2 size 12 needles, and I already threaded mine, but don't pay attention to that. You need some thread, and you can use any thread you like. You will need some seed beads, so 11/0 seed beads. You will need 8 8mm beads, 6 6mm beads, 6 4mm beads, and 24 3mm beads. So let's start. So you're going to thread 2 needles with 1 arm span of your thread of choice. We're going to pick up 1 8mm and slide it down. And on both needles, we're going to pick up 1 seed bead and slide them down. Now on both needles, pick up 1 8mm, like this, and slide them down. And now with both needles, pick up 1 seed bead and slide them down, like this. And now we're going to pick up 1 8mm, and we're going to crisscross in it. So we're going to slide that one a little bit over our thread, pull it tight. We're coming out of this side and we're going in that side with our other needle, like this. And if you think this is going too fast, please watch the previous video of this tutorial, because then it makes a lot more sense. So now we have a square. And I'm going to pick up one seed bead on each side. And I'm going to pick up one 6mm on each side. And I'm going to pick up one seed bead on each side. And now we're going to pick up one 6mm and we're going to crisscross in it. So I'm going to slide it over my thread and go in where my other needle is coming out of. And pull. Now you can see we already have two different layers. Now we're going to pick up one seed bead on each side. Like this. And slide them down. Now we're going to pick up one 4mm on each side. And slide them down. And now we're going to pick up one seed bead on each side. And slide them down. And now we're going to pick up one 4mm and we're going to crisscross in it, like we did before. Like this. And pull. Now you can see there we have our 3 layers. And now we're going to flip our work over. We're going to hold it tight in one hand, so we're going to wrap the thread around one finger and pull it up. I'm going through the first seed bead, sorry, that's on the side that I'm coming out of, so the first seed bead. And pull. And I'm going to do the same at the other side, because then in that way we can't forget this later. So with my left needle I'm going through the left seed bead next to the side that I'm coming out of with my left needle. Like this. And pull. Now I'm going to pick up my work, and with my right needle I'm going through the next 6mm bead, the next 4mm bead and the next seed bead. Oh, like this. My work is coming apart. I'm going to pull it. And now I'm going to pick up one seed bead and I'm going through the next seed bead, the next 6mm and the next seed bead. And pull. And I'm going to pick up one seed bead again and I'm going through the next seed bead, the next 8mm and the next seed bead. And pull. And now with my needle I'm going through the top, so that's the top 8mm. And I'm going to lay it down. Now I'm going to flip my work over. And with my right needle I'm going through so this was my left needle, but this is now my right needle. I'm going through the 4mm and the next seed bead and pull. And I'm going to pick up one seed bead. And I'm going through the next seed bead, the next 6mm and the next seed bead. And pull. And now I'm going to pick up one seed bead and I'm going through the next seed bead, the next 8mm and the next seed bead. And pull. And now with my needle I'm going through the top 8mm. Like this. Now I lay my work flat and I'm going to pull it tight. Now we're like this. Okay, this is going to be a little different. Again, I'm going through the seed bead on the side. So with my right needle I'm going through the right seed bead. I'm going to lay my work down. And with my left needle I'm going through my left seed bead. So in that way we can't forget these later. And pull. Okay. Now this is the different part from the previous tutorial. When you have a set of 8mm beads, you need to start with picking up 2 beads. when you have a set of 6mm beads, you start with a sequence of 1 bead, and when you have a set of 4mm, you will won't pick up any seed beads, and I'm going to show you now what I mean by that. I'm going to pick up 2 seed beads, 1 3mm, 1 seed bead, 1 3mm, and again 2 seed beads. And then I'm going through the next 3 that are in line, so that's just the same as the previous tutorial. Like this. And I'm only going through the seed beads and not any other beads. And pull. And now I'm at the 6mm beads. So I'm going to pick up 1 seed bead, 1 3mm, 1 seed bead, 1 3mm, and 1 seed bead. And I'm going through the next 3 seed beads. Like this. And now I'm at the 4mm, so I'm just going to pick up 1 3mm, so no seed beads, 1 3mm, 1 seed bead, and 1 3mm. And I'm going through the next seed bead and the one that's on top, so the 4mm that's on top. And pull. Now I'm going to lay this needle down, and I'm going to pick up my other needle and flip my work over. So this was my left needle, so I'm coming out of this side, and this is the sequence we just added. Again, we're going to pick up 2 seed beads and 1 3mm. And now go through the middle seed bead that's in between the 2 3mm. Like this. And pull. And pick up 1 3mm and pick up 2 seed beads. And go through the next 3 that are on the side, so the next 3 seed beads. So in that case, this is just the same as the previous tutorial. Only the seed bead is picking up is just a little different. Because if you pick up all the same seed beads, it won't be, your work won't lay flat. Pick up 1 seed bead and pick up 1 3mm and go through the middle bead that is in between the 3mm. Like this. And now you're going to pick up 1 3mm and 1 seed bead. And you're going through the next 3 seed beads that are on the side. And pull. And now we're at the last one, and we're going to pick up 1 3mm and 1 seed bead. Oh. And we're going through the middle bead that is already there. And I'm going to pick up 1 3mm, and I'm going through the seed bead and the top bead, so the seed bead on the side and the top 4mm bead, like this. And now we're going to pull this tight. And now we're just going to do the same as we did on the other earrings. We're going to pick up it's just a little different than the other ones. It just depends on the one you're ending with. If you use a 6mm on top, you will need 9 beads. But if you use, like me in this case, 4mm on top, you will need 7 beads. So we're going to pick up 7 beads. Like this. And again, I'm coming out of this side. So I'm coming out of this side and I'm going in the opposite way. Like this. And pull. And now I'm going to zoom in a little bit so you can see it just a little better, because this is what's kind of harder step. And I'm going through the seed bead that is on the side, through the 4mm and the first one of the next row of 3, and pull like this. And we're going to do the same at the other side, only this time we don't pick up any beads. So I'm going through the 7 beads that we just added, like this, and I'm going through the 4mm that's on top, like this, and through the seed bead that is next to that one, and through the next 4mm bead, and the next seed bead that's in the line of 3. So that's just the same as we did at the other earrings. And pull. And now I'm going to start with my right and turn my work over, so this is the back side of the work. And I'm going with my needle underneath the thread that leads to this bead. And then I'm going to make a knot in the loop. So I'm going with my needle, I'm going through the loop we made in this way, and pull, lay my work down, hold my fingers on it and just give it a little tug. And again I'm going underneath the thread, pull and stick my needle in the loop, pull again, give it a little tug, and now we're going through the rest of the beads. So I'm going through the next 2, so that are the next 2 in line, the next 6mm, the next 3 and the next 8mm, like this, and pull. And we're going to get out our thread and lay that on the side. Now we're going to do the same at the other side. So I'm going underneath the thread that holds my bead, like this, and I'm going into the loop, and I think you understand by now, and I'm going to pull. 180, so it's just the same, also the same as we did before in our previous video. And then you just snap off your thread like this, and there you have your earring. You can see it's a totally different picture than the earrings we made in the previous video. So as you can see, it's just a totally different look, and it's just what you like. I like them both, but this one is a more flourish kind of earring. This is more straight, but I like them both. So now what you do, you can just take an ear hook, and I'm going to open it, and I have to have it close to my face in that way, sorry. Like this. Just open it, so just open a small ring. And again, take your earring, and with the this side is going to be in your ear, and you want this side to be on the front. So I'm going to just attach it like this and close it up like this. And then we have our earring. I'm going to zoom out a little bit, and there we have our earring. So you can make another one now, and then you have a pair of earrings. So I hope you like this variation, and I'm going to grab the other ones I already made. So these are the ones I already showed you. You can also variate, so these are with 4, 6 and 8mm, and these are just with 6 and 8mm. You can also use only 6 and 4mm. It's just what you like. You can make them as big and as bulky as you want, but you can also make them very refined. But it's just the same pattern. So I really hope you liked this tutorial, and sorry if it is a lot the same as the other one, but I really needed to show you as a beginner that you needed to do the seed beads different. So just a little ahead to remember: if you do 8 you do 2, if you do 6 you do 1, and if you do 4 you do none. So I hope you can remember that, and I hope that is an easy way to remember. And I hope that you like this tutorial. Please follow me on Facebook. I would love to have you there, because I communicate a lot with you, all of you on Facebook. Please subscribe. I would love to have you in our beading community. I post a lot of videos, and I at least post one video in the 2 weeks, because I also have a little son, so I don't always have the time to upload something, but I always do my best. So please follow me on Facebook and subscribe to my channel, and maybe until the next time. Bye!